all that starts well clearly ends well. It's very, very important for you to understand that when you are establishing a seedbed, particularly if you are using the ground as your seedbed base and not the float trays, you need to understand some of the nitty-gritties that our farmers are using. So we are in Mozambique, and we are joined here, we are in Vanduzi, and we are joined by our farmers, Mr. Jonas and Mr. Ngonizashe. So they were sharing here some insights that of what they do in their seedbed in terms of establishment. So they were just saying in terms of their base and their beds that they use 1 meter beds that are raised, as you can see here. And then they buy all their seeds from SeedCo, the hybrid seeds that you are seeing here, the Cabbage Majesty, Hercules, a wide range of other onion varieties that are here, like Shani and other onion varieties. So once they have bought their seeds, they then come in and they construct these beds. Once they have this 1 meter bed, they then start by putting in their fertilizer. They use a basal fertilizer, which they apply over their bed depending on the size of the bed. So they broadcast the fertilizer. After broadcasting the fertilizer, they then come in and then do a bit of light mixing so that the fertilizer does not get into direct contact with the seed. And then they come in and then they broadcast the seed again on top of that fertilizer after it is slightly mixed. After they do this, they then come in with the mulch. As you can see here, this is the mulch which they use. So they use this mulch to cover the whole bed. So it will be lying directly on top of the seed soon after planting. So once they've put in the mulch, they then come in to irrigate with the can. So this is a watering can with a rose. So they were explaining here that the rose will help to bring out fine droplets of water that will reduce the direct contact of the water with the ground that can displace the seed. So they'll be irrigating like this with the can, as you can see. Very fine droplets, especially soon after planting. This is what they use, the can. As the crop is growing, the can is also encouraged because it gives an even distribution of water across the bed. So this is what they use. Then once they've done that, the seedlings will take different times and guided by the heat units at that time to germinate. Where you find that seedlings of cabbage can germinate in about 5 days, tomatoes in about 7 days. But they differ again depending on the conditions of the soil and also the weather. And then once that has happened, they will take between 4 to around 6 weeks for them to finish their life cycle in the seedbed and be ready for transplanting. So here we are seeing a wide range of vegetable options. You can come closer and you can see on that far end there, we even have lettuce. And here we have varieties that have been established of onion. We have tomatoes on that far end. And then on other beds there on the far end, we also have a wider range of options. So if you start with the right seed, clearly you'll be able to get the desired results. If you start with the right seed and you employ good agronomic practices, even from the seedbed, you get desired results. Look at this seedbed area that is being done here at this farm in Vanduzi. We are in Mozambique by Mr. Jonas and Mr. Ngonizashe. If they do this consistently, then it becomes a business of repute, because throughout the year they have something to sell, because it does really start with the right seed. But without good agronomic practices, where would we be? Let's go back to the basics and employ good agronomic practices.